Alright, what's up you bunch? It's Frost here, back with a brand new video on the internet. Today in this video we are looking at another one of those art commentary YouTubers known as Radhika, and a couple of years ago she uploaded a video where she discusses minors drawing pornography. Now, I want to say this, if you are a minor and you draw porn, get serious help because that's just horrible. Anyway, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. This woman right here, right? She made this video right here a couple years ago. She defends underage individuals drawing pornographic content. If that's not pedophilia, then I don't know what it is, because that is just fucking perversion. What adult in the right mind thinks of something like that? I want to discuss one particular part in the video, the part where she defends minors drawing porn, and I'm going to share my counter argument for it.
This sort of policy is similarly applied to minors creating adult content. Minors are completely within their rights to create both suggestive and explicit material, and they are very much allowed to post that material online. However, of course, there are some extra notes to be made here, but we'll get into that in a little bit, so just put a pin in that for now. With that legal note out of the way, we've established that there is no legal barrier that prevents minors from expressing themselves through R18 artwork that they create of their own volition. However, if my opinion was simple as, quote, "the law says it's okay, so that's the long and the short of it," end quote, then I wouldn't have been compelled to make this video. Therefore, I do want to go over my personal thoughts and also some of my experiences regarding creating and posting NSFW art online as a minor. The most important thing to establish and to begin with is that I'm a very pro-art and creativity person, as well as a passionate advocate for self-expression and sex positivity. I am personally of the belief that kink-shaming people is wrong and immoral. As long as their interests do not break the law or hurt a real person without that person's consent, I think that those interests are valid. Minors, teenagers especially, often find themselves in a phase of self-discovery when it comes to kinks and fetishes. Teenagers who are artists and writers may find themselves wanting to explore their newfound sexuality and interests by drawing or writing about them. And in my opinion, this is not something that they should be insulted or belittled for. Hey, minors out there in the audience, you are not bad or disgusting or immoral or cringe or whatever for wanting to express your feelings and interests in your art.
Okay, so you argue it's okay because self-expression and they are free to do it. Well, yeah, if they're a fucking adult, the group of people that you are talking about is not adults. Teenagers below the age of 18 legally should not have the ability to view, produce, or publish pornographic materials. This video was made 2 years ago, and as of this video, many states, including the one I live in, Florida, has made new laws requiring websites that host pornographic content to require you to verify your age, and to be honest, that's a good thing. Yes, teenagers during puberty do go through a phase of sexual desires, myself included. I used to, get curious about that shit, and I do regret viewing porn in the past, yeah, but viewing porn in that way, during your puberty desires is not the way to go about it. I'm not saying you should make fun of the kid making the art. I believe they should get help because pornography is lust, one of the 7 deadly sins, and lust is the exploitation of one's sexual desires, and drawing porn is no exception. Minors should not have the ability to create porn and publish it on the internet. If you're an adult, do whatever the hell you want, but if you're a child, especially if you're like a really young teenager, the best way to confront your sexual desires is to talk to your parents about it, just like how I did in the past. Puberty does make your hormones go wild for that sexual desire, that is true, but making yourself view or create porn, especially if you're a child, should never happen, and it's disgusting. Now, here is what I have to say to Radhika herself. Radhika, if you're watching this, I want to know what made you draw Rule 34 as a minor, because all of the times it's involved in some trauma or something happened in your life, or maybe you just found it and you just became addicted to it. Because I want to know, if you're watching this video, I want you to comment on this video, because I want to know what made you execute your decision to produce and distribute Rule 34 drawings as a minor. So if you're watching this, comment down below, and you don't have to get too graphic or personal, just give me a valid reason. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click that subscribe button. Also, join the Discord server is linked below in the description. My Twitch is also there if you want to follow me on that. I would appreciate that. So with that out of the way, that's all I have for you today. Peace.